Oh, sorry, folks, having a malfunction here. Woo. And I still need to get rid of those frickin' things above. Let's see. All messages visible. Welcome to live chat. Well, that's weird looking. Okay. Well, I will continue to do this fun. So, all right. Well, everybody starts filtering in because I'm completely off schedule and random. And God, I really need to take that Christmas car line down. I'm always looking down when I'm in the kitchen, so I never look up. And then whenever I do a video like this, I'm looking at myself, and above my head is this stupid Christmas thing. By the way, it's really nice. Check it out. It goes all the way across. That's like, hey, Hava, how you doing? So that's Sassy's thing. She's like the Etsy queen of ninja skills or stuff. Hey, so, my camera. All right. I have a new tripod I wanted to try out, and then I was cooking. Okay, so, hey, Monique. Hey, Joe. Did Joe sneak in on me? I can't. Hey, Joe. All right. So, you guys have heard me say before, like, business lessons applied to prepping, right? And I know Alaska's coming on here in like 20 minutes, and I want to hear what he's got to say today because he's had some zingers lately. So I'm going to jump over there in a bit. I keep saying businesses use what is referred to among the 5 forces of business as the power or threat of a substitute. Now, normally that's applied to your business. Like if you make widgets and then company B comes and makes widgets, that's the threat of their stuff substituting your product. But in this case, we're going to flip it around. So it's going to be, you need alternate products. Hey, Papa, what's going on? And somebody else snuck in there. Color Drop, what's up? So you need to find alternatives because we've all made videos, we've seen videos, we're emailing each other, we're on Discord discussing it, and we all see the same thing, right? So what I did today, I wanted to, this week actually, we got different, because milk for some reason's been very hit and miss. So, hey, Militant. So we tried alternatives, right? And we're not thrilled with any of them, but like almond, soy, oat, and there was something else we tried, some other crap. And we tried them and decided, okay, if we can't find milk, this is a good alternative. Why is that? Why is that a good idea? Well, think about it, guys. We're all paying attention, right? And I think those of you who are content creators will probably agree with me. The prepping community on YouTube and even Instagram, TikTok, we're kind of like anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks ahead of the public, right? We'll start talking about stuff, and then 2 months later, it's on CNN and ABC, and everyone flips out. We were talking about the Rona in December, January, and in March it shut down, and everyone freaked out. So if you have in your mind, and I used to do this during hurricane season, if I had in my mind, okay, if I can't find Bush's baked beans, I'm going to get this other brand, right? So I knew when the forecasters are saying there's a hurricane in the Gulf, and you never knew where it was going to go. It's kind of like rolling the dice, and you're like, no hurricane. And then New Orleans gets it, and my brother would call me pissed off, saying I jinxed him, because I would. I'd be like, dude, you're going to get a hurricane. And then one year he got it, and I kind of felt bad. So I'm still hearing about that. But anyway, I knew if I can't find X, I'm going to buy Y. And I knew it in advance. So I'd hit the store. Everyone's in there in a panic during like Ike. And I'm like, oh, the green beans suck. I'm going to go get this. Or, oh, there's no bread. So while everyone's freaking out at the bread aisle, I went to the frozen foods and got, you know, the stupid Pillsbury French bread. It's the tube that freaks you out when you try to pop it. It goes poosh, and it explodes. So I pulled the paper off, smack it on the counter, and made a bunch of bread before the hurricane hit. Because the power would go out, but I already baked the bread, so I don't have to refrigerate it. I just kind of got to keep it away from bugs and the dogs. But I knew in advance, if I don't see bread, I'm going for this. So if you don't see milk, we've agreed we're going for the almond milk, which is, in the short term, it's suitable. It gets the job done. We can put it in cereal. It doesn't taste terrible. It kind of reminds me of that. Remember the cafeteria milk from like elementary school? From the dispenser, like you put your little cup and the milk would come out. That's kind of what it tastes like. Wait, those make great pizzas. Yes, the little, hey, Lucky. Oh no, they get bread, Lucky. They just, I don't want them to eat the whole loaf and throw it up everywhere. You know, they get little bits. Actually, hardtack, which I'm making a video on because I just made some hardtack, they love that. Like, they will do tricks and put their paw and everything. It's just really bizarre. But anyway, if you know in advance, hey, I'm going to, if I don't find A, I'm going to go get B, you're not hesitating, right? Because the public's out there all freaking out. We've already got a plan. So having these alternatives is good. The other thing is to look for sales, which I often say you got to kind of browse, look for those sales, right? So I went and Sam's had, I kid you not. So those of you in Texas, I don't know if this is other states, Lucky, and I don't know if Red October snuck in here on me because he sometimes does. Sam's had the sirloin steaks, $9 a pound, but then it was $5 off the package. So I literally got like really high. I should have paid 35, $40 for this, and I paid 13. And it's good. It's recently packed. So now what I'm doing, I'm putting it through the handy dandy food saver to kind of. Now, as far as seasoning, and you guys can see here, right? So with my chicken scratch handwriting. Yeah, and Joe's spot on, right? How do you do this? Can you like, I can't on the phone, I can't put your comments up big. Sorry, Joe, I wanted to share that one, but I can't because I don't know how. But yeah, so I split them into singles. Hey, Jeep, what's going on? Now this one's kind of a big piece of meat, so this one you could probably split. Now you figure you've got rice, you've got seasoning, you've got a steak, and I've already seasoned it. I use kosher salt, Mrs. Dash, which kind of defeats the purpose of Mrs. Dash if you put salt on it. But anyway, I digress. And black pepper. And, oh yeah, no, you have to watch, and Lucky, you're right. You have to watch the meat. Now, our Sam's is right next to an HEB. Like literally you can walk from one to the other in about 3 minutes. And so I think because they have competition, and this is kind of ranch country and they have independent farms too, I think there's a little more motivation to have better quality. But again, so the steaks in most stores, this pack would have cost me about $35, maybe $40. I got it for 13. I'm gonna break it up into 4 meals and I'm gonna freeze it. And this is kind of what I'm talking about when I say things like the power of substitutes, right? Only meat I buy anymore is already canned. It's no, and again, same thing, Joe. If you're using canned meat, and I'm going to use Spam because everyone knows what it is, and you're like, okay, I like Spam, and then you try the HEB brand, which is not great, by the way. That yellow can, it's weird, but it's potable. You can eat it, right? You can cook it. So I'm like, okay, I got that. So if I go and I don't see Spam, I already know because I've tried it that this other thing will do for now. The bigger commissary had 0 chicken and red meats were slim. Okay, so we're wiped out. That HEB that was wiped out here finally got a bunch of groceries in. The produce came in, but the weird thing is and the meats were good, but the breads were gone. There's no bread in Sam's, HEB, or United, and that's 3 different companies, 2 of which have their own supply chains, right? Because Sam's has their own trucks through Walmart, HEB has their own trucks also. So 2 of the 3, 2 of which I know for a fact have their own trucking, didn't have bread. and the pasta was thin. So again, but they had those, the pasta mix pack that you get in the big box stores that it has like elbows, I don't know, bow ties and rotini or whatever. And you may not like one of them, but oh, that's good. See, and that's what I'm talking about, Lucky. You had a good produce in Fort Hood, and they were wiped out of meats. There's a bunch of meat here on sale, but we're struggling with the bread. And a friend of mine over in, or somebody I know in Houston's telling me they have bread and they have produce, they have no pasta, and the beef is gone. Like it's just all over the map, and nobody really knows what to expect. So it's kind of like a crapshoot. Every time you go to the store, you never know what you're going to find. So have those alternatives already in the back of your mind. And when I say things like the power supplier, hey Loretta, power supplier, or the benefits of alternatives. No HEB in Carolina, but I used to. So you guys kind of understand. By the way, I love this thing. So my brother, he got too excited with his, and he did something wrong, and then I repeated it because I didn't think, and I tried to vacuum seal something for a camping trip, and it blew up. It was like toothpaste or something stupid, which I should have thought is going to squish and blow up, but so I just threw that in the trash. It wasn't even worth opening. But anyway, you break them up. You have pre-done meats. They're already seasoned. So I'm actually cooking this stuff from, God, I just opened a pack of chicken that I had sealed and frozen in January. No, I'm sorry, January. November of 20. So it's over a year old, and it was perfectly fine. It was really good. Wait, what is that? Hood had a. Right, and what Lucky's showing us right now is that in reality, we don't know. Even the military is having trouble with the supply chain because they're at the mercy of commercial drivers and companies. So, guys, find those alternatives now. So when you go to wherever, if you go to the store and everyone else is in a panic, you've already got a plan, right? You're like, okay, I can't find bread. I'm going to get the stupid Pillsbury shit, and I'm going to make a bunch of muffins with the kids or something. And at least you have a bread, right? Oh, I didn't find sliced bread, but they have tortillas. So guess what? I'm eating tacos for a week, You'll survive. But at least you have that plan, because it was really surreal during Ike. I walked into one, it wasn't HEB, it was like a food town. And there was a woman there, and she was hyperventilating almost. And I asked her, I thought she was having an episode. And I asked her, are you okay? I mean, are you having some kind of issue? Do you need a doctor? And she replied that her cousin had just gotten out of Katrina, and because Ike was in '08, had just gotten through Katrina. Ike was headed to Houston, and she had just moved from Chicago. She said, I don't know anything about hurricanes. And I kind of felt bad for her. I asked her, Monique could. I make killer tacos. We both do, actually. But, God, I made some with marinated fajita meat, and I put, I pica the crap out of both of us. Like our noses were running, but it was so good we wouldn't stop eating. Hey, Papa, no worry, man. It's been busy for everyone. But yeah, folks, just I could eat tacos for a week. Hey, Stuart, I saw somebody sneak in there. Sorry, I'm doing this on my phone, so just have that plan done in advance so that you know, hey, if I go in there, I don't have this, I'm jumping to this other thing. You don't hesitate, and don't make a scene about it, because as soon as you do it, someone else is going to see it, and it takes about 20 minutes, and then the whole store realizes what you've done. It's kind of like people freaking out over bottled water before the hurricane. And I told a lady, go buy, that same lady, I said, go buy these crappy sodas for 50 cents. You're not buying it for the soda, you're buying it for the bottle. and go get some Dawn. And she looked at me and goes, wash them and fill them with tap water. I said, right. It's not awesome tap water, but you can drink it. It's safe and you can cook with it. And that's a cheap way to store up. So she took like a half dozen bottles of you know, the crap soda that most of us drink and get heartburn. And I guarantee you she either gave it to the teenagers or poured it down the sink and washed it and filled it with tap water. And at least she had that peace of mind when that storm hit. And we lost power for 2 weeks during Ike. But we got no major water. It just took the power plants out. And then Harvey, we got flooded all around us, but we kept power and water. Who figured? Yeah, you know. Hey, Red, Sam's got steaks on sale. At least in Texas. I don't know about anywhere else. So I was just talking about you. I was like, if Red's creeping in there or he's late, somebody tell him steaks on sale. But guys, have those foods planned out in advance. Peppermint, stop. Okay, that's the weirdest thing. My corgi just became a meerkat. She went up, you know, stubby legs. She's up on her hind legs trying to get a treat. The cookie jar. I didn't think that was physically possible. I need to video that one day. Hey, bug dude. Hold on. Oh, doggone it. Was taking a nap, old man nap. Hey, man. Talk about old. Yeah, I'm there with you, buddy. Wait, what was that? People freak out a lot. Yeah. No, and that's the problem, right? So when the storm would hit, I'd have already done an inventory weeks before when we hit hurricane season, and then I would go and say, okay, I was a little low on corn, a little low on this, and I would just top off, but I knew I was pretty good. I was just kind of evening myself out, and I'd watch people buy 4 dozen eggs. 4 dozen eggs. You're gonna lose power. You're gonna make the biggest, you know, set of tortillas, and I mean, what are you making? The biggest omelet in the world? Because as soon as the power goes out, I don't know how good those eggs are going to be in a while. So what you doing? Like, but people didn't know. They panicked. And they start, it's kind of like the, what is that? Room today. Oh, that looks like a bot. Yeah, so I did get powdered eggs. Has anyone seen, by the way, has anyone seen powdered eggs? Thank you, Lucky. I saw this little saying, boosh, message deleted by Lucky Dame. It just didn't come with the voice. Wow, I feel important. I got double bots. Oh, wow. Lucky I've been promoted. I feel special. So, hey, Bug. D9, welcome. So, yeah, folks, have those alternatives and then look for the sales. I'm going to post the short videos later on the sales I found. But for instance, they had the bacon's hella expensive, right? And I still have some in the freezer, but as I rotate, I try to backfill at the bottom, if you will, to make sure I had enough. So they didn't have, let me see if I can find it. Oh. In the back of the freezer, they had these. It's 3 1-pound packs, which is perfect because I only make a pound at a time anyway. For meal preps on Sundays, and I can freeze them individually. They were $1.50 less, so the fancy bacon was like $5.50, $6 a pound. This was $4. Okay, so that's almost what, a 30% savings right there. Plus, it was a smaller pack. Hey, what's going on, Zombie Prepper? It was a smaller pack, and I can break it into 3. I don't have to use this guy and waste my bags because it's already done for me. But it wasn't where the bacon normally is. I saw the price of the bacon. I was like, that's steep. I went around the corner and there was another box. So when you go shopping, especially if you're trying to backfill your preps, just kind of hover around and see what you find. Also, they ran out of rock salt for water softeners. So bacon at Costco is about half the price of it, but you have... Right, and that's the thing, right, Bug Dude? So you have to buy this massive pack, and then you have to probably break it up if you want to freeze it, because it's just a big wad of bacon, whereas this one was cheaper by the pound. I've used it before, and again, It's been a while since I've used this brand. So again, it's also an experiment. I want to see if this is a viable alternative to what I normally buy. If it's not completely shitty, there you go. Now I already know. If I don't find brand A, I'm going straight to brand B. I'm not even going to screw with it. Not even asking the lady if they have any in the back. Going straight for the alternative. So keep doing that. Keep testing little bits of different products so you know what will work for you. And that's really important with food. Yeah, that's about the same here, Hava. Hey, Angie. Yeah, drive safe. Don't get in a wreck listening. Um, yeah. Wait, what happened? $12 a pound. Okay, so ours was 4 pounds for 24, so we were $6 a pound. Oh, $12 a pound. I misread that. I thought it was $12 a pack. Holy hell. That's a lot. Woof. Okay. Wow, that's stressing me out, and that's not even my state. So that just messed with me there. So yeah, look for those alternatives, all right? So if and when you have to go, I don't know, something pops off in Ukraine, we have a blackout, I don't know, someone pushes the wrong button and the banks turn off, you know, because he was drunk at work. You never know what stupidity is going to happen, right? Well, I'll tell you what, Lucky, yeah, I should. It would probably be cheaper for me to get this freeze packet and send it to Hava in Miami. Good Lord. Actually, I did that. So I found 9mm gone back down, but I was finding it for 15, 20 a box here, depending on the brand. And my daughter was finding it for 40 a box in Houston and Austin. And shipped it to her, and it was cheaper for me to do that than for her to buy one or two, rather. So it just, yeah. And again, goes to the collaboration, the power of the buyer. If you guys can collaborate, you know, Lucky's looking for something, Red finds it, Red can tell Lucky, hey, Lucky, I left your message, I found, you know, the widget over here. And then Lucky can make a call as to whether or not she wants to go get it. I'm using them as an example because we're all in Texas, but you can do it anywhere. I know folks in Idaho, a lot of the preppers I follow up north, they do the same thing. So, guys, I just wanted to share the haul, but also more the lessons and how to apply those business concepts to keeping yourself stocked and having that plan. And keep watching the companies. Some companies are buying up a lot of raw material, and I didn't know that until yesterday. I need to read up more about it because I don't know where they're going with that. But it was really, I wasn't expecting them to do that. And some of it, they're stockpiling fuel. So yeah, I don't know what's going on in the background. So I need to read a little more. So pay attention to the companies. If they start, yeah, community is key, Red. If they start buying up certain commodities, it's because they're expecting something. These companies have those little groups of people who just study this shit. And somebody said, hey, my calculations say this is going to happen in the next month. So, but guys, this was an unscheduled live. Thanks for joining in. And again, I just wanted to share some of these lessons. Those of you in Texas, the meat is on sale in Sam's, but you got to look around. So keep circling. And I think Alaska starts in the next 10 minutes if he hasn't started yet. So go check him out because I hear he's got a good one tonight. You guys be safe this week and God bless. And I will see you later on. Take care.